Good evening, everyone. I would certainly first like to acknowledge that we are meeting here today on the traditional land of the Brokalong people of the Gunai-Kurnai Nation and pay respect to their elders, past and present. I'd also like to acknowledge any other elders who might be present here with us today. So as Mayor of Latrobe City Council, it's my great pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this Australian citizenship ceremony this evening. I'd particularly like to acknowledge our official guests, Mr Russell North, Member for Morwell, my Deputy Mayor, Councillor Dan Clancy on my immediate right, Councillor Alan McFarlane right next to him, Central Ward Councillor, members from our Latrobe City Council Cultural Diversity Advisory Committee, I can see within our midst this evening. 2018 Citizen of the Year, Mr Les Hunt. Where are you, Les? There he is over there. He's here. Good man. Latrobe City Council Youth Mayor is Lincoln Ingravale, and he's right here with us. And as well as that, we have Tyson Tungi, who's from St Paul's Anglican Grammar in Traralgon, who's undertaking a special mission in his life, and so he's with us this evening as a special guest. But to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and girls and boys, and conferees, can I say that this citizenship ceremony today is being conducted as prescribed in the Australian Citizenship Act 2007 and the Australian Citizenship Regulations 2007 under the authority of the Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs. Now, I've been authorised as a person who may receive the pledge as a citizen of the Commonwealth of Australia. Making the pledge is the final step in your becoming an Australian citizen. So citizenship is a common bond which unites all Australians, whether they are Australia's traditional inhabitants, first-generation migrants, or the descendants of early settlers. Our rich heritage stems from the contributions made by all of us. We've built a nation in which people can bring all that they have and are, that we make Australia as it is today. We're all free to express and share our cultural heritage within the law, and we can all participate, contribute and belong as Australians. Australia has a commitment to various values and institutions. These include parliamentary democracy, equality before the law, freedom of the individual, freedom of speech and religion, equality between men and women, and equality of opportunity for all. Citizenship is a public commitment to embracing Australian values and institutions. Citizenship brings responsibilities and duties to obey the laws, to register on the electoral roll and vote, to serve on a jury if called to do so, and to defend Australia should the need arise. Citizenship also brings civil and social rights, the right to express your cultural heritage and beliefs, coupled with a responsibility to accept the rights of others to express their heritage and beliefs. The culture and traditions that migrants bring to Australia, including their language and religion, contribute in making Australia a vibrant community. We accept and respect the cultures and traditions of newcomers, and in return, expect that they also respect and accept the cultural differences they find here. The aim of Australia is to build a strong, harmonious and unified nation, and to do this, we work together. As Australians, you'll be members of a community which is democratic and in which everyone has equal rights and freedom of opportunity. It's important as an Australian citizen to understand how our society works and the democratic principles that guide us. It is also vital to understand how we, as responsible individuals, can contribute to a better future. By becoming an Australian citizen, you are showing that you want to be part of Australia's future. So you'll notice along the wall on my right-hand side here, all the flags that are flying there. These are the flags of the countries from which our conferees tonight have come from. So we have conferees tonight from South Korea, from China, from India, from Thailand, from India, as I said before, Sudan, Ethiopia I should say, Sri Lanka, Nigeria, United Kingdom and the Philippines. So now I'd like to read the citizenship message from the Federal Minister for Immigration, Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs, the Honourable David Coleman MP. His message is, today you become an Australian citizen. We are immensely proud of what we have achieved as a nation and we welcome you in joining us. Our history and culture has been forged over thousands of years, first through Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people and more recently with people from all corners of the earth. Australia has succeeded as a nation by embracing and defending our national values. We believe in freedom, in the rule of law, in democracy. We believe that all people are equal, regardless of their cultural background, gender, race or religion. We are a resilient nation. We have overcome world wars, depression, drought and flood. We stand with other strong democracies in helping to defend and protect hard-fought freedoms. By committing yourself to Australia today, you have chosen to embrace our nation and its values. Like so many millions of people throughout our history, you have decided to take on the rights and responsibilities of Australian citizenship. On behalf of the Australian Government, I congratulate you on reaching this very special day. It's now your responsibility to join all of us in building an even stronger nation. That's the message from the Minister. So at this particular stage, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite our member for Maule, Mr. Russell North, to deliver his citizenship address. Thank you, Russell.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, and a great pleasure to join with you this evening and with the official party and of course our guests tonight to celebrate our newer citizens into our community. It really is a special occasion. I must say I love coming to evenings such as this. I know for our newer citizens, or soon to be, it is a special occasion, and to be joined by your family and friends, community leaders within our community, it really is a special occasion. As I've said many times in this forum before, it is difficult to comprehend sometimes when you're actually lived in this community all of your life, which some of us here have done, that you really reflect on people coming from other parts of the globe and settling in Gippsland. We embrace you, we thank you for choosing our region and our country to settle and hopefully raise a family, have a great job and live a great life in this community. But when you do reflect on that, I understand and can only appreciate the difficulties that people do experience in coming to a new country, a new community where language may be a barrier, where housing may be a problem, where employment may be there. So I absolutely applaud and respect each and every single one of you who've come from different parts of the world to join with us in this community. Having said that, I know some people have been here for a period of time, others are relatively new to our community, but that doesn't matter. We embrace you all and we thank you for coming into our community, which, when you have a look at the history of the migrant contribution to Latrobe Valley and Gippsland, is absolutely profound. And Daryl mentioned the different countries with the flags that are on the wall tonight, but beyond that, there's so many different cultures and people have come from all different parts of the world to settle in this great community here, and again, we welcome you. And I think one only has to look at Kurnay Lake and have a look at the Immigration Wall of Museum to get an appreciation, understanding of how many different families and individuals have contributed to this community over time. So whether it be in business, whether it be in sport, whether it be in leadership, whether it be in community, and we have many of our community members here tonight as part of our multicultural group, we really are blessed. And I think Latrobe Valley is probably one of the best examples of great multicultural community where everybody comes together and is able to contribute and make our community even better. So congratulations to the soon-to-be newer citizens. One of the things that we always do, we have a bit of a fun at the end of the celebration tonight, but those of you who are relatively new to our country and to our region, on Friday you get to have a day off, a public holiday for a football game, not even a football game parade. Now I do know that I think it's Collingwood hat in the crowd over there. Those of you in the audience would know that you either like Collingwood or you dislike Collingwood, so that something might happen to that hat later on tonight, I think. The Mayor might have something to say about that too, being a passionate Collingwood supporter. But sport is just one example of where we can have a bit of fun, participate as a player, as an official, as a volunteer, and that happens right across our spectrum, and particularly enjoyed by so many people across so many different cultures and so forth. But look, in closing, thank you for the opportunity to come along tonight. It always is a fantastic occasion, and I'm really pleased and proud to join with you in what is a special occasion for our soon-to-be newer citizens and your family and friends in our community. So congratulations.
Thank you very much, Russell. And can I say that Russell has had over his journey, not just has he been a politician for many, many years, but he was a terrific footballer in our community for many, many years as a coach, and a successful coach as that. And that the only thing he didn't do was put his hand up for the job at Collingwood. But anyway, now what I'd like to do is to read the preamble to the Australian Citizenship Act, and it reads as follows. Australian citizenship represents full and formal membership of the community of the Commonwealth of Australia. And Australian citizenship is a common bond involving reciprocal rights and obligations, uniting all Australians while respecting their diversity. Persons on whom Australian citizenship is conferred enjoy these rights and undertake to accept these obligations by pledging loyalty to Australia and its people, by sharing their democratic beliefs, by respecting their rights and liberties, and by upholding and obeying the laws of Australia. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So each one of you state your name, please. I. Thank you. Thank you. From this time forward, under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Ladies and gentlemen, our newest Australian citizens, congratulations. Put your hands together for them.
Lincoln, you can come along. What am I doing?
Congratulations, shake hands. Good work. And Paula, congratulations.
Let's follow Russell. Follow Russell. Everybody follow Russell. Head in there and down.
Shake hands, champ.
These ones go with the kids.
That's yours. And yours?
That goes to an adult.
Congratulations.
What am I?
Sure it is. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Three kids? Might have to trick on this. Change the batting order. That's you. That's you. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for our newest Australian citizens. Congratulations. I, from this time forward under God, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Ladies and gentlemen, our newest Australian Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together again. From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its peoples, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I will uphold and obey. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, and newest Australian citizens. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once again. From this time forward, I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people,
I pledge my loyalty to Australia and its people,
whose democratic beliefs I share,
whose democratic beliefs I share,
whose rights and liberties I respect,
whose rights and liberties I respect,
and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
and whose laws I will uphold and obey.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our So once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our final group. So at this particular point, I think it's important that we, now that we've been through the process, that we take this opportunity to congratulate the whole group of our citizens who have come and joined us here this evening for this very special occasion. So finally, put your hands together once more for our newest members of our Australian community. So it's my great pleasure and privilege to welcome today our newest citizens of Australia and congratulate you on your decision to become a citizen and to become an Australian citizen. Choosing to become a citizen is a very significant expression of your pride in being part of Australia's dynamic and diverse society. You've made a pledge of commitment to Australia and its people and have been provided with a memento card to mark the occasion of that commitment. Australian citizens value many basic rights, including equality of treatment, equality under the law, democracy and equal opportunity for all. Our culturally diverse society is founded on a fair go for all Australians. Now that you are Australian citizens, you enjoy specific privileges and responsibilities, such as the right to vote, to help elect Australian governments and access to an Australian passport. For each of you who have made the pledge today, your Australian citizenship is a symbol of your commitment to Australia and your formal membership of the Australian community. In taking on the commitment, you assume a new responsibility. In making the pledge, you became an Australian citizen. Finally, as I said before, I congratulate all conferees for the commitment you've made today to being part of Australia's future. Well done to you all. So at this particular point, we'd like to invite you all to stand for the singing of Australia's national anthem, please.
Advance Australia fair, in joyful strains and let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Well done, everybody.